Oh, there's actually a lot of stuff to my side. I will be cleaning this eventually, but I did move my mic around as well. Not my mic, but my camera, so hopefully we can see where that's displaying. It's actually really freaking high. I'm gonna have to lower it somehow. Let's see, is that better? Oh, that's actually, it's a little better, but not as better as I want it to be. Let's see if this is. Uh, I mean, if it could be a little bit lower, that would be great. Because I did properly fix the camera. Originally, the way it was set up was it was too much. Now it's too low. I had originally they have the camera itself. Okay, that's much better. We just gotta move it that way. Okay. Now the camera itself has a stand. There we go. And then we're gonna look for a face to help center things perfect. Perfect. As you can see, my hair isn't really that great. It's being held back by the by that, which is a little annoying. We'll just do this. I'm gonna fix my hair in a second. But how's it going, everybody? I am the Zabin, Neo Zabin here on Broadcast Zabin. Figured we'd go ahead and play a little bit of Red Dead Redemption. My arm is a little irritating, but that's fine. Um, I have a lot of stuff over here on the side that I need to organize and get done. I wanted to show off this, which I thought was pretty funny. It's the new cover of Logan. Well, rather not just the new cover for Logan, but actually the new cover for a lot of Fox movies. Alien, Logan. I can't remember what the other one was. But we were in Walmart looking at stuff, and they had Logan and a couple other movies for $5, and I was like, what the heck? And it did get confusing. I mean, obviously I was like, it has to be this movie, and I did go in the back, and it says the package contains the original film of Logan. So I thought it was funny, and even the back it says Deadpool's holding like a post-it note saying, I wish I was in this movie, but I'm not. And then obviously as you take it out, the original cover will be inside. So I thought this was pretty dope, pretty funny. I think on Fox's part, it's pretty hilarious. So it's kind of like a double cover. Um, so first things first, I wanted to talk a bit about some of the stuff that I have here. Looks like I've lost one of them. Where is it at? Oh, found it. Okay. So first things first. Nope. Oh, the other stuff's over here in this bag. Oh, I shot when I didn't want to. Now, was that the... Okay, so... Wait. 0.4. 0.9? Here, I'm gonna clean this gun up really quick, and I want to see if it still says the same number. If not, then I don't know. Yes, it still says 0.9, and this one 0.45. So I don't understand that, but we'll get into that in a second. So right now, personally, I'm trying to get a bit more into uh, being healthier, getting into exercising, and trying to bulk up a bit. Because obviously, as you can tell, I'm a little boy. I'm a little boy. Flex, this is all I got. It's not much, but it's something, you know? I mean, it's like a tiny little bump. It's like a little cute bump. That's it. It's like, oh, you're trying. And it's like, nah, I want to do more than just try. So, we ended up going to the store. Now, this is disappointing to me. This is, this brand's version of post-workout. Is in this big container. But the powder only goes up to here. So, all this is space for reasons that I don't know. It's just like a waste of space, if anything. 10 calories per serving, with 2 grams of carbohydrates, which is probably the only... Oh no, they have a lot of grams for... I can't say these. Leucine, isoleucine, and valine? Valine. I don't know. Normally I don't read the chemicals, but This is a post-workout. It says branch chain amino acid supplement powder. And then the same company for the pre-workout. Small. Small. Same company. And it's small. Literally, like, open this up. And I hate that it's like a not a clear, but at least it's this much. So like not even a quarter, the size of a regular quarter is, you know, missing. So I have a pre-workout and a post-workout I almost said protein. Those are amino acids. Then in here, what I ended up doing, which I didn't know that that Walmart ended up selling them, was buying Metrics bars. Now, there's a total of 5 here. I had one earlier because I was just hungry and we were in the car and we didn't stop by anywhere. So I ended up getting two of my personal favorite, the Super Cookie Crunch, 32 grams of protein in it. Perfect. This one that I actually had earlier, which is a peanut butter pretzel, which has a total of 30 grams of protein in it. And then lastly, we ended up getting another one. This one I just really wanted to try. It's called the Peanut Butter Cup Protein Bar. Okay, for a second it felt like it was missing a lot, but this one's also 30 grams of protein. This one is the Super Cookie as well, and Peanut Butter Cup. I already had the pretzel one, so isn't gonna work out. And then in terms of protein powder, it's hiding under all that bags, so I'm not gonna be able to grab that. And we could go ahead. We could turn off the camera because I don't need to show that. Oh, I wish I could remember. It's the Aldi brand, the Aldi name. I could jump. I ain't gonna do it. Let's see. I do want to check out some stuff, just by any chance that they updated anything. So, get a new hairstyle. Enemies stowed on horse. So, if I'm lucky. Kill 5 players with a bolt-action rifle. Kill and skin 3 cows. Be lucky if I find those. Indian tobacco picked. I don't remember where those are. I think technically you could do some of these and still get rewarded, but I'm not 100% sure. Wanted man? I'm not sure. Anyway, so yeah, definitely I'm gonna try to get a bit more into that, working out, being a stronger, bigger boy, because honestly, it's kind of ridiculous just being as little that I am. So, let's just, we're gonna go ahead, first things first, we're gonna go to check the tailor, and then after that, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna check to see if maybe, just by any chance, there's any new weapons. Or, we could just always get attacked by some wolves. Let's see. I can't tell if he's in good condition. My eyes are starting to, like, hurt. Hopefully he didn't step on any one of those. And what's with this animation? Why is it taking so long? Oh, it's perfect. Okay. I was actually thinking about doing that, but this one's in poor condition. But I was thinking about going into the Red Dead story mode, and I did do a video of it before of trying to get the 70 gold medals, even though there's a total of like 100 and how many is there? This one's not even that great. Okay, well, we can still sell it. There's a total of like 107, maybe more missions in the Red Dead story mode. Actually, better yet, just sell the perfect carcass now. I'm just better off, like, if at some point I will eventually come around to those challenges, but those challenges are actually pretty ridiculous, at least for me. Uh, if you're really good at the game, which I feel like at times I am, you are able to go ahead and get, you know, you're more likely to go ahead and get the trophy done, or not the trophy, but the challenges done. Um, I think I did do a second playthrough, um, with, I was gonna say with that being said and done, but it ain't said and done. um, but it's gonna be kind of hard. So, and this is the one thing that I hate is when uh, when playing through it, the missions, and you have to get the gold medal, you can't just, you know, aim for the ones that you missed, which I wish was the situation, but it is not the case. When you go through the mission and you need to get a gold medal, you have to hit all the criterias as you go through the mission. It's not, oh, I missed one, let me just go ahead and get the one I missed. No, you have to get all of them, because if you only aim for the one that you missed, then it's only gonna mark that one, not the other ones that you know, that you didn't do. So it's ridiculous. I hate it. Um, and for a lot of them, it literally is just the mission telling you to beat the to beat it in like a minute or something. Like, it expects you to do it really fast, and the only way to do that literally is if you beat the game, know what you have to do, and then, whoa, jeez, almost fell. Um, go back into the missions that you need to do, understand what you have to do, and then just get it done as fast as possible. That's basically like the method, essentially. Now, is this supposed to peel off? Yes, it is. Okay. There we go. So, another thing, I mean, not relating to Red Dead, but another thing that I bought today, recently, was a light up bar for the TV. And I think I might actually just end up saving it. I mean, it has, I mean, I'm using it right now. I could change the colors on it. Obviously, you guys won't be able to go ahead and peep it out yourselves. But, right now I just have it glowing white. But even then, the white looks like a, oh, excuse me, kind of like a light blue. Because the only colors that the strip itself has is red, blue, and green. Which, if you put all those colors together, you would get a tone of white, which is, I think, I want to say it's technically physics. Because there's like two different ways of seeing how um, things work like that. Like, I remember saying, like, light itself is when colors are all mixed together, but then when you get a bunch of crayons and you mix them together, they end up making black, and that's like this whole weird thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reform a gang. No, reform this gang.
Oh, you got me watching you now.
What happened to the camp?
Hey, hold it right where you
I
are.
always have it up here, which is Big Valley. I'll pay the $2. I don't care. I'm assuming somebody has their camp there. Big Valley.
You, as a lawman, I demand you stop.
Now, what's going on? Why isn't it? Maybe I need to get rid of that? Camp. Set it. Large. Big Valley. You know what? Let me do camp, but I'm gonna do a small one. See if that makes a difference by any chance. I don't think the game wants to give me my camp. I need a camp. Now, why isn't it doing it? Big Valley. This is annoying. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We don't care anymore. I don't care anymore.
Looking to
I'm
sell
really
some
hoping that
papers,
Rockstar
huh?
can fix that because apparently they
Hello,
were
come
fixing
on
a
in.
lot of
Let me know when
other
something
problems,
catches your eye.
which I remember. I still have the picture. Okay, let's see. So really quick, I really don't care about emotes, so I just want to see if maybe by any chance they're just anything out of stock. Are you kidding? Is this really just gone? I mean, I never really liked it anyway. I mean, not for my character. I feel like it doesn't fit my character.
You can't.
Um,
That's fine. You make the calls here.
did it really go straight to this? I could have sworn there was like one more. Um, actually, hold on. What level is this? 92. So I'm not even gonna go get it. I kind of like it, kind of don't. The thing, to me, the thing that
I
ruins
really
it
think it's
might
perfect
be
for
the
you.
hat. I really don't like
No
that style of
problem
hat.
at all.
Um, this one kind of works. I just don't dig the hat.
Now, don't doubt yourself.
Don't.
That's all right.
Um,
Whatever you feel.
I could get this one. Or do I have this one already? I know for sure I have those
What do you
pants,
think?
and I have a jacket that looks
Clearing it
similar
out?
to that. Let's keep on
No
moving.
problem at all.
Now, I want something like that, but then I don't, because I feel like whenever it's on my character, I'm just like, ugh, it's nasty.
That is
But
okay.
then I look on that,
That's
I'm just like, oh,
fine.
it looks
You
great
make
on
the
that
calls
character. Let
here.
me see if it looks good on mine, and then it's kind of a whole thing. I remember when this outfit, the Grizzlies outfit, was free.
No
If my
problem at
character, if I was
all.
still playing with that same character, I would have been way higher than 20, maybe 40 by now. Um, and I would have had a lot of stuff already. I probably would have been on my third, maybe fourth horse. Um, Definitely would have already had a gang. Would have had a bunch of weapons. Like, what? I remember this being like such a high leveled
I see
thing.
you appreciate. That's all right. Whatever you feel.
What's the hunter's jacket?
That
Oh, this
will
is the one that
require
could put like
gold to
the different.
purchase. Do you
I feel
have
like I
some?
do this one for some reason, but other than that, I'm kind of happy I'm not hearing the guy saying, "Oh, you need gold for that
That is
purchase," because
worth
oh
it.
my god,
That's
that was one of the most
fine. You make the
annoying
calls
things.
here.
Okay, didn't I buy this? Really?
Now, don't doubt yourself.
Okay.
No problem at all.
I do want a new look for my character. I just don't know exactly what. Like, this one doesn't look too bad. Like, boom, right?
What
Just
color
that jacket.
speaks to
And
you?
then, I don't know what kind of hat. To be honest, I
That's
think I want a better
fine. You
hat
make the calls here.
than this one. But that's, like, the only one that I like. I mean, Liberty is fine if it wasn't, like, as dirty or used as it is.
No problem.
You
Well,
know,
I
this one
can
isn't that,
only
again, it's
go
just kind of
so
dirty. I
far.
feel like if you use this one, it isn't bad, but I don't know. It's kind of why I prefer using the, let me look at the, should I look? No, I'm gonna get out of it. Now,
All right.
there's not that much left for me to do to get, oh, for me to do or get in terms of trophies for the online mode.
Hey
Let me
there.
just go back to it really quick. I only know I need to be like level 50 and own 5 horses. Oh, here we go. So like I said, level 50, 5 horses, and then the other two is purchase 5 improvements to the camp, and then craft 25 pieces of ammunition. Oh, excuse me.
Come back when you're in the
So, if
city
I
again.
remember correctly, reading up on it, I just wanted to see if by any chance there was something that we could do um, to kind of speed up the process to get ammunition. And literally the best thing that I can possibly do is rack up $400 in is like about $400, and then go to Thieves Landing or anywhere that has a fence, um, and then buy these.
What the hell?
Um, that's the only way. You have to get like $400 or something, get the schematics, and then that it would allow you to go craft things when you're at the camp. That's the only way to be able to do it. There we go. My friend's texting me right now. That's kind of why I'm a little bit distracted, but I might just leave it. I might just leave it. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as that. So hopefully we could get there pretty quick. But I mean that was the only thing that I heard. They said just try to get to the oh, whatever level it is that you need to get to it, which is probably somewhere in the teens. Give $400. Pay the 400 for the small arrows, which if I believe online now there's some differences online from what I can tell that there is from the story, and it's not that much. I think the only one that I noticed really is just the ammunition for the arrows, because in oh, I should have had you just running, Larson. That's fine. Um, the arrows are a little bit different because apparently there's like a specific kind of arrow that you can make in the story that isn't available for the online mode. And I think it's like, I don't know if I want to say like a reinforced arrow, but it's definitely like a stronger, like an arrow for bigger game or something like that. I wish I could remember. We already have the jawbone knife, which is in the game. High roller revolver. I mean, if you get the high roller, do you still need a bio double action? It says with gambling motifs, and I don't know exactly the definition of a motif, so. Oh, it's actually 350. So it's 350. Oh, but there's actually a lot of stuff I can make now. I could do horse meal. I could do split point. I have no clue what split point ammunition is. Um, and the gold for it's actually really high. You rarely ever get gold. So let's just see. So okay, so I only can make horse, or rather, I only have unlocked the horse, small game, medicine, snake oil. I don't know what split point is, but it's interesting me. Where? Oh, where? See, I put away my phone because I didn't want to text and get distracted by that. But look, now I don't know where it's at, and I need it to figure out what's the split point. Because even in the online mode, or not online, correction, even in the story mode, I don't even know what the heck I'm like. I need to do and whatnot. Oh, it's over there. Found it. Alright, let's see. Huh? There we go. Split point. So while at the camp, I noticed I could craft. It says extra damage and lower dead eye drain. Only takes a single bullet to make, since you just carve a cross with a knife. Whatever. Uh, Is there any reason to not use instead of regular ammunition? Hmm? Been using it since the minute I found it. Only downside I found is the time it takes after a large fight. I don't get what that means. The time it takes after a large fight. Are you trying to say that it deteriorates the weapon more? Or like, you gotta explain. Now, somebody invited me to something. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, whatever. Boy, oh
I
boy.
didn't want to join. No, I gotta leave some of these. Alright, like, can I get rid of them? Yeah, abandoned. There we go. I don't know why he needs that many. Now, it's kind of interesting. Now, I mean, honestly, I wish I had more people playing Red Dead that I knew in order to be this big posse. But I'm not that big. It seems like at most 5 people, I want to say. I haven't seen major, like, groups of people in Red Dead. And I believe this one right here should be the last thing we need to do in the online story, if that makes a difference or anything. Let's see. Let's make it like green, red. Ooh, yeah. Let's make it purple. Actually, I really don't even know what lights to use. Now, I do have this. Well, yellow works fine, sure. I do have this connected to the TV, so whenever the TV is on, then the light will be on. I was thinking maybe connecting it. I mean, I still could, and I might. Is connected to the PS4. That way, whenever the PlayStation's on, I know for a fact, like, okay, it's on. You know, just because of the light. Because the way that I have my system kind of set up is, um, what would you call it? Like a table, kind of, that has little layers. I don't know what you call that. But at the TV sitting on top, underneath is the PlayStation, and then underneath that is the Xbox 360, with the Wii. So originally, what I was doing was I moved. I have, unless no, it's actually in the other room now, a box of my 360 games. And what I would do is whenever I felt like playing a 360 game, I had it all on the very bottom so that I could just, the tray would pop out, and then I could just take the game out, put in a new one, close it, and then just play the game. But with 361 that I had, not the little newer version, but the one that you're more likely to get the red ring of death. Um, I have basically that one. Now, I did get the red ring only once, and it turned out that the only reason I had the red ring was because the little hard drive, what do they call it, the HDD drive or something, the hard drive data, I don't know. um, but that itself, I ended up dropping one time because my cousins told me, hey, bring it over and we'll, use it for something. Can't even remember why we needed to use my data for when literally I just brought it along for no reason, dropped it, and like that just damaged the whole thing. It was just like, huh, you know what I mean? It's just like you barely drop it once by accident. Now this did happen on my Switch, but at least imagine that Nintendo Switch, which costs about like $300, almost the same as PS4, Xbox, whatever. Imagine that, and just gone. Because you barely dropped it like a couple feet. Now, if I had to take a guess, this is maybe 3 feet from the ground, 4, somewhere around there. I mean, let me see. If I stand, if I'm 5, it's really hard to determine. I'd say this is. Watch this end up being 2 feet off the ground. I have a feeling this is like 2 feet. I don't know, but it's not that high. But imagine, I mean, 2 feet isn't that much. But imagine just, I mean, obviously I was smaller if I was younger, but uh, it's just so bootleg. Now, I did drop my Nintendo Switch from my bed, again, about like 2 feet. Or, yeah, 2 feet. And because of that, one of my controllers, or one of my Joy-Cons, excuse me, the little piece that connects to the device, ended up being chipped a bit. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. So, typically over time, since that little piece that chipped is made out of plastic instead of like um, metal, which I feel like it should have probably been, um, it goes from a stiff feeling, though, so it stays in place, and then over time, eventually, one guy said that whenever he had it, he did like a review on the Joy-Cons, and he said the one thing they hate is that since it's plastic, over time, um, maybe either you're putting it in wrong. Now, mine requires some force, like not too much, but it can come off, um, depending like how you're, you know, putting in and taking out the Joy Cons. Let me just take a sip, but uh, it can make it go like really wrong or horrible. So, in his video, he ended up showing that his Joy-Con, one of them was actually really bad. I mean, he even had another one that was even worse than how mine is. So the one that was really bad was he was holding just the Joy-Cons. It was connected to the Switch, and he was holding it just by the Joy-Con, not the device. And he held it up with, where it's at like let's just say a perfect 90-degree angle, or yeah, because if it's on the ground level and you go up, that's 90 degrees. But let's just say just like that, perfect straight. The Joy-Con fell off, and that was just based on gravity alone. And I was just like, dang, that's pretty crazy. That that's just the gravity taking off the Joy-Con. It's not even him applying pressure. And then for the other one, he noticed like, well, it doesn't come off, but it still does. Basically, it doesn't come off as easily from gravity, but like a little shake essentially just made it come off. We'll start matchmaking. My ear's irritating. I wish I would have bought some Q-tips. So, that was pretty weird. And, I mean, again, just think about it. Like, imagine just the thing. Now, I will say this. At least the one kind of benefit of the Nintendo Switch is the Joy-Cons. Because, in a way, the Joy-Cons protect the Nintendo Switch device. So, the little back part where the little, they call these like ZR and ZL, um, that part basically, since it pops out, it kind of protects the back part of the Nintendo Switch. So, I mean, obviously part of it, because it's only on one side, but I mean, it protects it a bit. And then if it lands face forward, the thumbsticks themselves kind of act like as a protector as well. So typically your Nintendo Switch screen won't end up being busted. I mean, you could check up on videos to see how it is. Um, I thought it was pretty dope. I mean, it looks so sad to see somebody drop it, but I mean, he did drop it, and because of the Joy-Cons, it kind of helped protect the Nintendo Switch itself. So, but anyway, I just remember uh, coming home one day, and I was like freaking out, and I was just like, "What the heck? I got the red ring! Oh my god, I need like a new Xbox now." Uh, and then it just turned out when we took off the hard drive, it was just the hard drive, and I was just like, what? And I was really upset because I remember so much progress basically gone. All the achievements I had to basically redo all the little like, well, I mean, technically you can't save Easter eggs, but all the little things that I did gone. Um, there was even when you get the Xbox, it would come. Well, I mean, I don't not even see, obviously not the new one, but when you would get the Xbox, the hard drive that it came with would come with games. Like it would be like not full games, but like little. Oh, were they full games? I know they came with demo games, but I remember for some reason there being like an arcade game or something on there that was just for free. Um, I remember playing those a lot, and I had a really fun time just kind of playing that. And this is taking a really long time to load. And if this doesn't load, then I'm literally gonna have to restart this whole thing. I'm gonna restart this whole thing.